Hey, Shalom. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai. I will honor to the apostles and the elders that rule well, that taught me this truth, and all you brothers in the four corners of the earth. You know, they're preaching and teaching this word in sincerity and in truth. Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Kwadash, Brakatham to y'all brothers. Confusion of faces, and you few sisters, and your families. Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Kwadash. Brakatham, once more, to the elect of the nation of Israel, which are the so-called Latinos, the natives, and the so-called Negroes scattered among every nation. Yeah, we living in beautiful times, you know. I don't know what I would call this video yet. You know, I ain't get a topic, you know, but I just looking to edify Israel, edify the elect, you know, the body of Yahweh Shai. You know, and we living in beautiful times. This time that we living in, you know, it's been a long day. It's been a long day. All these different captivity, you know, and it feels good, you know, to finally heading home, you know. But before we get there, it's gonna get a little rough. All right, it's gonna get a little shaky, but nevertheless, we heading home. So I will get into some precept because it won't be as smooth as we thought it would be on the fleshly wise, but on the spirit everything will go smooth once you're in the spirit. Alright, then you have to prepare your spirit. Alright, this is Acts 14 verse 22, conforming the souls of the disciples and exhorting them to continue in the faith, and that we must through much tribulation enter into the kingdom of the Most High. So through much tribulation we're going to enter into the kingdom. Alright, it is written, and once it is written, it will come to pass. But once you're in the spirit, everything will be smooth as butter, easy. Alright, so we have to prepare, and we in that time of preparing. Alright, it say 1 Peter chapter 4 verse 1, for as much then as a Mashiach hath suffered for us in the flesh, arm yourselves likewise with the same mind. For he that hath suffered in the flesh hath ceased from sin. You know, and we are guilty. We are in depths of a lot of sins, you know, of all our past lives. Alright? I know this is the time through Yahweh Shai that we cleanse from all those sins. We have to suffer. Alright? That he no longer should live the rest of his time in the flesh to the lust of men, but to the will of the Most High. And we desire that. Alright? So we in that time. So let me get this scripture to prepare. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 3 verse 1. To every time there is a season, and a time to every purpose under the heaven. Alright? A time to be born and a time to die. Alright, and in this truth, we born again. Alright? And the time is coming where we're gonna die. Where we will in otherwise put off this flesh. Alright? A time to plant and a time to pluck up that which is planted. Right? Yes, Lakia. Yep. Verse 6. A time to get and a time to lose. A time to keep and a time to cast away. Alright? So, you know, we have to get ready, brothers. We have to get ready, you know, to lose everything that we have in this kingdom. To lose everything. This body, this our lives, everything that we have in this kingdom. Because the kingdom to come, we ain't gonna take nothing that's from this kingdom in our kingdom. Alright? Everything in this kingdom is coarse. In our kingdom is nothing but holiness. Alright? Nothing but holiness. This is 1 Corinthians. Yeah, Salakiakiam. Yeah, 1 Corinthians 15 and verse 42. Yeah, say so also is the resurrection of the dead. It is sown in corruption, it is rise in incorruption. You know, and that's the kingdom. Alright? And we leave here, we gonna leave in corruption. We won't be corrupt, we won't get wicked and evil thoughts. You know, we won't get going through what we're going through, we will be perfect. You know? It is sown in dishonor, it is raised in glory. It is sown in weakness, it is raised in power. It is sown in natural body, it is raised in spiritual body. There is a natural body and there is a spiritual body. And so it is written. The first man, Adam, was made a living soul, and the last Adam was made a quickening spirit. Albeit that was not first which is spiritual, but that which is carnal, and afterward that which is spiritual. Alright, let me jump down a couple of verses. Verse 50. Now this I say, brethren, that flesh and blood cannot inherit the kingdom of the Most High, neither do corruption inherit incorruption. Behold, I show you a mystery. We shall not all sleep, but we shall all be changed. You know, not all every brother gonna be put to death. You know, not every brother lot is to be put to death. Some brothers gonna be on the face of the earth to see the coming of the Lord Yahushai. And there is in Matthew, Mark chapter 9 verse 1. And he said unto them, verily I say unto you, that there be some of them that stand here which shall not taste of death, till they have seen the kingdom of the Most High come with power. You know? So all brothers wouldn't die. They will come back. They will see the Lord coming. Alright? So it say verse 52. In a moment, in the twinkle of an eye. Let me read from 51 back. Behold, I show you a mystery. We shall not all sleep, but we shall all be changed. In a moment, in the twinkling of an eye, at the last trump. For the trump shall sound, and the dead shall be raised incorruptible, and we shall be changed. For this corruptible must put on incorruption, and this mortal must put on immortality. Alright, which we gonna be living forever in perfectness. You see? So when this corruptible shall have put on incorruption, and this mortal shall have put on immortality, then shall be brought to pass the saying that is written, Death is swallowed up in victory. O death, where is thy sting? O grave, where is thy victory? And this, the sting of death is sin, and the strength of sin is the law. Alright, so in the kingdom, the law is going to be placed in our inward parts. We won't be able to sin. So death will be swallowed up. Alright, we're going to be able to keep the law. We will to the perfectly, we would be able to keep the laws perfectly with the new bodies that Yahweh Shai is giving us. Will be given that Yahweh Shai Salakia, that Yahweh Shai will give to us. Alright, Lord's way, we are part of the elect. The sting of death is sin, and the strength of sin is the law. But thanks be to the Most High, Yahweh, which give us the victory through our Lord Yahweh Shai and Mashiach. Therefore, my beloved brethren, be ye steadfast, unmovable, always abounding in the work of the Lord, for as much as ye know that your labor is not in vain in the Lord. All praises to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai Bashim Rakakwadash. Shalom. Akim, stay up, stay strong. We almost home.